Jackals TV is back after an extended and unplanned absence, having missed the previous game that the Jackals played against the Knights when the live barn cameras were down. That game was an 8-3 victory for the Jackals. And now we move ahead to a July 23rd game against the Bad Dogs. There you see the Jackals on the right side of your screen, the Bad Dogs in the yellow jerseys on the left. This is a team the Jackals have not yet faced. This team has spent most of the year in the division above the Jackals and have now been moved down for the year-end games, and this is the first of two meetings in the last three games of the season for these two teams. The Jackals are down a considerable number of players again for this game here today. Not playing Bob Riley, Jay Lawrence, Jeremy Marshall, Gary Mizuno, and Chris Stuhar all away for this game. So there's three spares in the lineup. Brad Haber, as well as Al Karpinski, and a new spare that played the previous game that wasn't captured on camera, Judd McKay. And with that, let's go to the first period and see how the Jackals do against this new opponent. Start off with a draw deep in the Jackals zone. Looks like they're going to win it, and then David throws it up the middle. It's a little too soft, picked up by this player, drag shot, and a nice blocker save there from Trevor on a dangerous chance to keep it scoreless. And now we have the Bad Dogs possession in their own zone. They're going to try to make a cross-ice pass, poorly handled by the defender in the middle of the ice, and then Al gets a piece of it and enough to break it loose for Daryl, who comes in alone and slides it through the goalie's 5-hole, and the Jackals have jumped out to a 1-0 lead. It's a quick response, though, from the Bad Dogs. Here they are going to pick up this loose puck here in the neutral zone. Number 3, weaving his way through the neutral zone around Lloyd, and then he's going to go inside, outside on David, and then back inside on the backhand, and Trevor slides across, makes a nice save. Brad has it. He's going to put it hard up this wall. Lloyd has it, and as he's trying to clear from the zone, watch, it's going to tick off the skate of this player and maybe his stick, bounce to the middle, and then this player wildly swings at it and gets a golf kind of chip on it and up over the glove of Trevor. And a lucky play there off a couple of strange bounces, and this game is level at 1. The Jackals are quick to respond, though. Here come the Bad Dogs again. Shot from the middle of the ice, goes wide, and it's retrieved by David in the corner. He throws it up to Jason near the point, who gets a piece of it, and it bounces off that defender over to Daryl, who's going to go hard down the right side, looking very similar to that first goal, but this time he pulls it to the backhand and again goes 5-hole. And 2 goals early in this period from Daryl has given the Jackals a 2-1 lead. Bad Dogs applying some consistent pressure here at the end of the first period. Jackals struggling to get it out, and the swarm of the Bad Dogs are going to get the puck down the left side behind the net, and he's going to hold it long enough to put this player up front, and the shot gets blocked, rebound blocked as well, and it's going to come back to this player who throws it towards the net, and Trevor gets a piece of it. With the period winding down, the Bad Dogs are going to come across another fortunate bounce as they bring this puck in across the line, throw it towards the net, and it's going to get deflected over to the left side, and that player just throws it towards the middle of the ice, and it bounces in off either Brad or David in front, it appears. Maybe Trevor. It's really hard to tell. It's into a fog of players there, and it's chipped past Trevor. And as we go to the second period, this game is 2-2. Bad Dogs looking to take their first lead out at the point. A nice pull move around Darshaw, and then another backhand move. Flicks the shot on net. It goes wide, but the rebound comes right out to that player right in front. He tries to stuff it in, but Trevor got across and got a leg on it. Now here's Brad with it in the neutral zone. Fumbles it a bit, but gets around the player. Puts it around another player there. Almost loses his balance and gets a wicked hard shot off there, but it misses just on the right side. Play is going to continue. The Bad Dogs have it. They try to throw it up to the point. Al keeps it in, fights it a bit, and eventually has to sweep it on net, and then Brad picks up the rebound and has some space up high, but he can't get it up there. The Dogs are going to continue their reliance on bounces to create offensive opportunities. This player has it deep in their own zone, flicking it up the ice with a backhand. It gets past their own player and then tips off David's stick and goes down the ice. This player races onto it, pulls it to the forehand, and slides it home. And the Bad Dogs have their first lead of the game on an unfortunate play where the puck ends up behind the defenders. And because it worked so well, they're going to try it again. It gets past David again, skips to this player, and he's about to go in on a breakaway, but because David got a piece of it, it's offside. Dogs now coming in waves. This player cuts through the middle over to the far side, and that creates some space in the middle. Nice pass to that player off the foot and on net. And Trevor reads it and jumps on it to cover it up. Defensive zone draw for the Jackals, and Darshan has that and is about to get it out and just rolls off his stick. The defender jumps on it, walks in with a couple of nice moves and pulls it to the forehand and up over Trevor's glove, and the Dogs have stretched their lead to 4-2. Jackals now pressing to get back into it. Gary Pavlik has the puck down below behind the net. He's trying to control it. He's being hounded by 3 players there, and eventually he's going to get tripped up as the puck makes its way over there to Rob. He gets a shot on net, and once the goaltender makes a save, he's going to get sent to the penalty box, and the Jackals are going to go to the power play. Brad has the puck behind the net, puts it up to Al, who's going to bump it ahead there to David. He's got a lot of space, so he goes in the middle and then pushes off to the left, and that creates a lane where Al's going hard to the net, and he chips it up over the goaltender, and Al, the backup goaltender, has his first goal for the Jackals, and it's a big one, a power play goal that makes the score 4-3. And the Jackals are immediately going to build on that. Here's a chance for the Dogs, and a bad back pass that Rob picks up, looks up, sees he's got Aaron all alone behind the defenders. Nice pass to put it right on his stick, stays on side, walks in, and another 5-hole goal. The Jackals have rightly identified that as a weakness apparently, and another breakaway 5-hole goal to tie this game up at 4. Jackals now looking to jump back in a lead they haven't had since they were up 2-1 early in the game. Brad putting it down low behind the net. There's Daryl, and he's going to see David up high in the slot, and he whips it up high, and it looks like that's off the top of the shoulder and over the net. Bad Dogs trying to capitalize here before the second period ends. One last rush. Time running out, about a minute left. Puck in the corner. It's going to get thrown out high. This player loses it, or actually passes it over to this far side. Luckily, it's on that player's backhand, and by the time he spins and throws it on net, Trevor has made it over. So we go to the third period, 4-4. And it's more the same with the Bad Dogs still on the attack. There's a point shot that goes wide. It bounces off the end wall to this player along the boards. He's moving with it, and he's going to throw it out front to an unchecked player there who scoops it just wide to the right of the net. We're now midway through a scoreless third period, and Jackals are going to get an offensive opportunity to take the lead in this game. As Al is working along the wall, and he's going to get tripped up. It's going to send a Bad Dog to the box. And so here we go. Jackals on the power play. 5 minutes or so left here in the third period. Daryl bringing it in. Goes to the point and goes over to eventually on Troy's stick, who sweeps it towards the net, but it gets covered up. Power play continuing. The Jackals are somehow going to hold this puck in at the line, and eventually Brad's going to burst down the wing with it. Take a shot from a bad angle there that was hard, but the goalie got enough of it to knock it in behind the net. And then as the play continues, this puck gets swept up the center, and the player steps out of the penalty box, and it's a 2-on-1 back the other way. And then rather than passing, that player elects to shoot, and maybe Trevor gets a piece of it, but either way it goes over the net. So we're down to just 2 minutes to go. Overtime looming. Rob has the puck. He's going around the defenders and tries to stuff it in from the side of the net. Goalie keeps it out, so the Bad Dogs throw this puck up to the wall. Al dives for it, goes past him, and then a pinch there from Troy, and the puck goes by him, and it's another 2-on-1. Puck in front of the net. That player drags it across to the right, and Trevor stays with it, keeps it out. But then the puck is held in at the line, put down low to the goal line, up high to that player coming in from the left point, and he whips it home past the glove to give the Dogs a 5-4 lead with, as I said, just a couple minutes to go. So now we're down to just 1 minute left. Here comes Brad down the right side. He pushes that back out to the point, and walking in there, Daryl gets a shot towards the net. It goes towards into the corner, and eventually it's going to come right back out here to Rob. Sets it up for Aaron. He's walking in. He's great, a great angle from the high slot, but it's into the goalie's stomach. So now it's a timeout. Jackals trying to plan one last push here with time winding down to try to get this game into overtime. So here's the face-off after the timeout. It goes back towards Brad. It chopped over and it goes right under Aaron's stick, who throws it wildly at the net on the backhand. Had a chance there, but another puck swallowed up by the Dogs goaltender. A one draw back to Brad. He takes the big slap shot, but it's off the defender, up in the air. Jackals do hold it in here with that extra body on the ice. It's back behind the net with John. Puts it back over to Rob, who tries to throw it out front to Brad, who had snuck in, but it doesn't get through to him. Battle going on still in the Bad Dog zone. It's going to go out to the point. John has a chance, throws it towards the net, skips its way in there. Aaron's looking for it. Looks like Rob is also in there. And then Johnny gets another chance from the high slot, shoveling it towards the net on the backhand, but it doesn't go in. And the Jackals are going to lose this game 5-4. Let's have a look at the stats for the game. You see Daryl with 2 goals. Went a large portion of the beginning of the season without getting his first goal of the season. He's now up to 6 on the year, which we will see as we move to the season stats now. Rob's still at the top of the table for the team, 15 points in the 10 games. Daryl right behind him with 14. We'll have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard next, and on there you're going to see some lopsided scores with the 3 Bears beating the Resurrected 11-1 and an 8-0 beating by the Sociable Weavers of the Icemen. With just 2 games to go in the season for the Jackals, let's have a look at the standings. The playoffs are going to break down with the top 6 teams in one division and the bottom 4 teams in another. So right now the Jackals currently in 3rd place, and they are firmly ensconced in that top 6. That's where they will finish the season, just a matter of what place they will finish in. And let's have a look at the upcoming week. There you see the Jackals' next game against the Knights, a team they beat 8-3 in the game prior to this Bad Dogs game. And with that, we'll see you for that game against the Knights as long as the live barn cameras hold out. See you then.